Hello everyone and welcome to the latest TBU merch review. I am Dustin from the BatmanUniverse.net, and today we are looking at Heroes of Goo Jit Batman and Joker figures. These are a very unique offering. This is not something that you typically find all over the place, specifically because it's a little bit different than what you expect to find when you talk about action figures. These are figures that are released in from Moose Toys, and these figures are basically squishy, squeezy, stretchy, and they are unique and geared towards a younger audience. Specifically, they're geared towards kids who are 4 years and up. So what exactly are these figures? Well, let's be honest. They are a very simplistic figure that has the ability to do a variety of different positions, stretching and squeezing and things like that, but they're not really action figures in the sense of they're not posable. They do not have the ability to even stand, as you'll see. So there was two offerings that featured Batman Universe characters earlier this year. There are some newer ones that have released recently that we'll talk about later on, but these are the two offerings that they had initially when they introduced DC characters into Heroes of Goo Jit, because there was, in fact, there's also Superman, Aquaman, Flash out there as well. But as far as the Batman universe goes, you basically had a single Batman figure, as we're seeing here, with the black and yellow armor. And then there was the 2-pack that we'll look at in a little bit. But as we can see, the packaging, it kind of lays out exactly what you can expect to have. Like I said, there's a Superman and Flash that was also part of this first wave of figures. But the packaging is very simple. You can actually put your finger through the middle. You can feel how it is. As we open up the packaging itself and actually take a look at the figure, you'll see, again, the packaging is extremely simplistic. There's not a whole lot here, but it is intended to just basically put the figure on display and be as little amount as you possibly can. So as you can see, the individual things, that when you squeeze certain aspects of it, there are little yellow bats inside of this version of Batman, and depending on where you squeeze, you're going to see those bats. So again, it's not really an action figure. It's more of like a activity type figure, something you can play with. But the feet, the hands, the arms, all of them, they stretch. The chest obviously blows up as well, and then when you see the goo inside, you'll see, in fact, that aspect of those little yellow bats. The body itself is rubber, but the head and the cape is more of a hard plastic, and the utility belt is that same plastic. So that is the only aspects of the figure that don't stretch. But as you can see, the figure does not, there's no way to make it stand up. It's impossible to get it to stand up, which is unfortunate if you're looking to, basically pose these things out, but that is not obviously the intent of these figures. So here we have the 2-pack that features the classic version, the 70s style Batman alongside Joker. You can see that this is, they say it's a verse pack. This is one of the few verse packs that actually released as part of that first wave of figures. Again, they show on the backside Flash, Superman, and then the original Batman that we already looked at. They give a little bit of a character bio for each one of the figures on the back as well, talking about who they are for those fans who might not know who Batman and Joker are, I guess. As we open this up, it's the exact same packaging. The difference is, of course, it's practically double the size of the other package because it does have the two figures. You can touch each of the figures through the packaging itself. Both of the figures come just exactly in that same clamshell that the previous pack did. It's just the only difference is it's bigger. So here we have the two Batman, the two figures. Batman, like I said, is that classic 70s look with the blue and gray. The bats inside that show when you expand him, they are blue instead of yellow like the other ones. One thing of note that I noticed is that when you stretch out the chest, while when you stretch out the chest, it's interesting because the chest has that imprinted Batman, but I feel like over time that could wear out and actually come off just because of how it shows up when it actually is expanded. Joker is different because rather than having something inside of Joker that like the little bats, instead Joker has green goo. So it looks like he's basically got a glittery green goo inside of his body, similar to, I guess, the toxin that made him, unfortunately, his skin white, as we've seen in the comics. Again, exact same parts of his body are stretchable. The difference is, of course, he doesn't have a cape, but his head is that same plastic as the other Batman heads and capes. So that's the only big difference between these two figures. Now, I mentioned earlier that there was a couple of other figures that have released more recently. They actually had a jumbo size of that black and yellow Batman. If you are interested in me reviewing the rest of the line of these figures, be sure to leave a comment below, and I will consider getting those figures, trying to track them down and get them. Doing a quick search online, it appears that Aquaman was added alongside Superman and Flash for the next group of figures, but there's also now a new 2-pack that has a new version of Batman as a silver and black version of the Batsuit, along with Riddler paired with him. So if you are interested in me taking a look at those, I will definitely go and track those down if there's enough people interested, and I will take a look at those figures for you. If you are interested in purchasing these items, we do have affiliate links in the description below, so you can definitely find those items available for you to purchase, and in that process, you will be helping us out by using those affiliate links. With all of that being said, thank you so much for watching this latest TBU merch review. If you are interested in anything related to the Batman universe, be sure to check out thebatmanuniverse.net for all kinds of news related to movies, TV, merchandise, video games, and of course the comics, and everything else related to the Bat fandom. In addition to that, you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We have a Discord. We are obviously on YouTube. You can check us out on all of those platforms and find links for all of those platforms over on our website, thebatmanuniverse.net. Please leave any comments where you are watching this video, and please also give this a like and consider subscribing if you like these type of videos, because we have all kinds of other items that we're going to be reviewing here in the near future. With all of that being said, I've been Dustin from thebatmanuniverse.net. Thank you again so much for taking a watch at this latest TBU merch review, and I will see you guys next time.